The upper windows Billingham Stars went into Sunday's game against bottom side Sheffield Senators on the back of a 5-2 loss to the Sutton Sting. Playing against the league's bottom side and missing several players through injury, there was an opportunity for some of the younger players to play a big part in the game. In fact, it was one of those players who made the first impact. Billy Nicholson called for clipping early on. Just as the Stars returned to full strength, James Moss had the first real chance, cutting in from the right hand side, but saw his backhand saved by Brown. Shortly after, and the Stars were again in penalty trouble, Matthew Campbell, reverting to his defenceman role, delivered a huge hit to Jack Dransfield, an unfair one in the mind of Mr Farron, and Campbell headed to the box. From the ensuing face-off, the Senators, still looking for their first points in the league this season, took the lead. Colton won the face-off to Ben Jones, whose shot was redirected in past Mark Watson by Tom Humphreys. Shortly after, a misunderstanding by Michael Elder and Will Robson saw Colton in on goal again, but Watson was aggressive and made the save well outside the blue paint. A scrum along the boards saw the Stars given a power play opportunity, as Pygott was given 2 for holding. The home side were unable to make it count though, although Tom Keeley did ping the bar with a slap shot from the point. There was some concern for the already injury-hit Stars when Senators D-man McEwen lost his footing and fell awkwardly into James Moss. Luckily, Moss did pick himself back up and carry on. From the face-off at centre ice, it was again Colton who picked up the puck and sent a high shot on goal for Watson to shoulder away. Another Keeley point drive followed shortly after this, however this time a smart stick save by Brown denied him before his defence tidied it up. Billingham began to up the pressure. Davies, Elder and Sykes cycling the puck before the latter hit the post, the second pipe of the game for the Stars. Some good work down low by Luke Brown led to a great chance for Moss, however Brown was down smartly to make the save. All that Stars pressure was then undone after a gift of a giveaway by Michael Elder kept the Sens in the zone. Otley then picked up the puck and came in unopposed to snipe one top shelf, 2-0 to the bottom side. The Stars thought they'd got one back on the very next shift, Luke Brown causing panic in front and Bostrom putting the puck into the net. However, a quick whistle from the referee, who lost sight of the puck, ended any celebrations early. A slash by Matthew Campbell put him back in the box for his second minor penalty of the period. Their fortunes were much different this time however, James Moss hounding the Senators D before winning the puck and finding Chris Sykes free in front. Sykes then rounded Brown to score a short-handed goal for the home side. A freshly berated Stars levelled the game early in the second period, Moss this time finishing himself, firing his shot short side on Brown to make it 2 goals apiece. The Senators began to up the physicality. Pygott earned himself a long stay in the penalty box, 2+10 for a nasty looking check to the head of Scott Ward. Ward was briefly examined by the Stars physio, but did indeed stay in the game. A clearly incensed Ward then went after a bit of retribution and was eventually called for slashing, whilst Harding for the Senators was also sent to the box for a cross-check on Ward. With no goals on the 4-on-4, the Stars again went on the kill just before the halfway mark. Moss called on a very soft-looking hook. The Stars took the lead in the 34th minute when Luke Brown, making the most of his chance on first line in place of the injured Michael Bowman, played a beautiful saucer pass to Moss, who scored his second goal of the night. Just over a minute after going behind, the Senators lost Harding for 2 minutes, elbowing the call by Mr Farron. This time, the Stars made the man advantage count. Leading scorer Dennis Bostrom speeding down the left before cutting in and sliding the puck between the netminder's pads for a 2-goal cushion. This goal was followed by a second 2+10 for a check to the head by a Senator, this time Paul Lofthouse delivering a crushing high hit on Jack Emerson. Emerson was also checked over by a very busy Stars physio, but again stayed in the game. The final session started badly for the Stars. Veteran D-man Richie Thornton headed to the sin bin for a trip. The visitors took their chance, and just 10 seconds into the man advantage, and Dransfield cut the lead to 1 after the Stars failed to clear. 4-3 with 17 minutes still to play. A boarding penalty against Senators captain McEwen on 45:01 was the last penalty of the game. The Stars spent almost the whole 2 minutes in the zone and had a number of chances, the best of which Sykes was unable to convert. An underworked Watson in the Stars' goal needed to be alert in the 52nd minute, as a cross-crease pass by Humphreys was almost put home by Nathan Parks-Britton. Moss had a golden opportunity to calm Stars' nerves with 5 minutes to play, when he was left alone in the slot, but his shot was gloved down by Robert Brown. The home side piled on the pressure in search of an insurance marker. Some skillful play by Jack Emerson before Keeley hit his second post of the game. The Stars' second line continued this trend, working the puck around the zone before the impressive Brown stopped Sykes' backhand attempt. Finally though, with less than a minute to play, Bostrom picked up on a Moss layoff and scored his 22nd league goal and 24th overall to calm any Billingham nerves. The 2 points picked up this weekend saw the Stars move to within 1 point of a playoff place. However, a 4-point weekend would have seen the Stars move up to third. The man of the match for the Sheffield Senators tonight. And for the Billingham Stars, the award went to Callum Davies. Next weekend, the Stars travel to league leaders Blackburn Hawks on Saturday before returning to the Forum to play the Solway Sharks in a 6:30 face-off on Sunday.